Welcome to our second podcast. And I asked Katya if we could talk about death today.
And I said, what?
No. She said, absolutely not. This is our second podcast. And I said, well, I just attended a funeral yesterday. So death has been on my mind a lot. And mostly because I've been to a lot of funerals lately, and it just really makes me think about the people that are left behind. It makes me think about my own mortality, my own family, and everything that I don't have in place. It also makes me think about just how precious life is. And so that is really what I wanted to talk about today. How the little
precious of life, the preciousness of life, not the
Yes.
death.
Not the death.
Not the
The
death.
opposite of
Okay.
the opposite of death. But just how
I'm good talking
Yes,
about
yes.
the preciousness of life because I'm all about that.
But also how all the little things that we worry about many times as
Yeah.
women don't matter, and just how to not worry about all the bullshit, really, right?
Yeah. What would you say was your takeaway that you actually took action on? Like having this experience, what are you doing differently now in your life? And it was very recent. It was last.
Yeah, it was last week.
Mhm.
So, I'm just spending more time outside. I am hugging and squeezing and kissing my family a lot more. I just went to Richmond, so I saw my mom, my brother, my sister-in-law last weekend. I saw a bunch of people that I went to the Greek festival in Richmond. I saw a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time, and just really cherished those interactions. My mom's going to be 83 this year, so I just waking up to the fact that and I've known this for a long time. I just don't have a lot of time left with her, and so sorry. I'm trying to get back to back to the positivity.
Make your point. I love it.
But time is limited. Time is very limited, and you know me. I'm not a good timekeeper.
Hopefully
because
that experience makes you better. We're learning all the time.
But also just not to worry about really the whole thing is not to worry about the small stuff. The things that I stress about, and I do take on a lot of people's I'm just like a whatever you want to call it, self-diagnosed empath. So I take on a lot of other people's stress, right? Yeah. And people tell me their issues, and so I take a lot of that on, and so I do sit with a lot of other people's things a lot of time, and that's okay. I probably won't stop doing that, but not to take away from that shouldn't take time away from time with my daughter, time with my husband, time with the pets, family enrichment, all of that, time with friends, being in the moment. So that's what I'm trying to get out of all of this.
Yeah. So my experience with death has been I know you want to get comfortable, but
Is this too far back?
keep in mind.
Oh yes. Let me be close to the mic.
You want to be close to the mic. That's one thing, and it's more flattering. Leaning in, little
girl. I don't care about flattering. You know me.
But also, my experience with death was that I call the 4Ds, and you've heard me speaking about this at multiple S.H.E Talks events.
Yes.
And I learned this myself from someone else. 4Ds are death, disease, divorce, and debt. Those are the 4Ds. The four terrible Ds, or terrible Ds, I don't remember. But the point is that if you are so resistant to changing your life or staying in your victim state, life will give you one of the four: death, disease, divorce, or debt.
No, you already said
death,
disease,
divorce, or debt.
Okay.
And when you are in one of those, you realize, oh crap, everything that I've been resisting, fighting against, all of that just came on to me, and I'm at my worst. And when you're at your worst, there's a blessing in disguise, so to say. You get to understand that either things that we were so afraid of has come to fruition, and you are still here, and you're still living, and you're still breathing, and everything is still fine. And also it makes you understand that life, with death in particular, for me, it was death. And it was a death of a child that was supposed to bring me the new, it was supposed to be a savior to my, what I call, I might be digressing, but I'm going to go even further back.
Go ahead.
I am actually writing blogs. I've written the blog about the Dark Feminine Rising. I am currently on a chapter called The Muted Woman. And then after that chapter would be The Phoenix Rising. And so the muted woman, the muted woman is the woman in a victim state. The muted woman is a woman who is um, blaming life for all the misfortunes and all the people and who are doing her wrong, and it's not her doing, it's people doing it, right? But she is living in a victim state and playing out her stories out in her reality like this. I keep giving examples of stories in that, during this chapter of me going for, probably I give examples of 10 different jobs where people, employers have done me wrong, have done me dirty. And I was always the victim. I was always the poor one. I was always the one without having the means or the money or wanting to travel and knowing that there is big life available for me, but where is it? And I've been playing that victim for 10 years. And during the time of that victimhood, I was waiting for other people to come and save me. I was waiting for my husband to finally start making tons of money with his newly found business, whatever that is. But I wanted for him to be the one who saved me.
Yep.
Then, if he didn't measure up, then all of a sudden I got pregnant with my first child, completely unplanned and unexpected. But I learned to reframe this as the new chapters coming, and this child was going to be my savior. So now it's not a husband who needs to be my savior, because whatever, he had his chance for the past 10 years. Now it's going to be my child who's going to be my savior. And
you
then
gave him a chance for 10 years.
I gave him a chance to prove me. And nothing happened. So anyway, now I'm like, okay, the child is coming. It's gonna be new life. I'm gonna be stay-at-home mom. I thought that was the magic dream back then. And at 36 weeks of pregnancy, my child's heart stopped beating, and I went to hospital, and the ultrasound tech goes, well, let me get a doctor. And she goes out of the room and she gets a doctor. Like, at that point, I don't even have a concept that children can pass inside a mother. To me, it's like not even like I didn't even have a concept that this exists. So to me, everything is fine. And the doctor comes in, runs an ultrasound, looks at me straight in the eye, and said, I'm sorry, your baby's heart is not beating. And like, at first I didn't register, like, wait a second, this happens? And how? And what do I do now? How's the baby, like, anyway, all sorts of questions, the most ridiculous questions at that darkest moment started coming up. And so fast forward, I'm not going to tell the story because I've told the story so many times, but fast forward to what this experience taught me and how I started healing from it, was that life is not guaranteed.
That's right.
And we don't have tomorrow. We may not have tomorrow. And I've been living my life, keep muting myself, keeping my voice down, not sharing an opinion with other people, just so I keep peace with other people, just so I don't start an argument if I express myself, because my voice been shut down. I was the muted woman who was afraid to speak her truth in order to avoid not making other people happy. I was terrified. And so I lived by myself alone in my victim mentality. And so another thing that I took away from this experience is that there is no one else but me who's gonna save me, because because
That's right.
I've been waiting for this person to save me.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for
It's
my
in here.
child to
Yeah.
save me, but it was my job to save
Yep.
me. And so to me, that's what death taught me. I don't believe in death as a concept, by the way, so it's not as dark as it is for many people.
Explain that. What do you mean?
I don't believe we ever die. We just change consciousness. We just change, like, our physical body is simply a material expression of ourselves, but we are internal beings, and I believe in reincarnation, and that
Mm.
we go back and return over and over and over. So to me, also, I love me some Bashar, which is extraterrestrial being channeled by Daryl Anka. If you want to look that up, please do. I'm not gonna go into
You've
that,
told me about that. Yeah,
but
that's cool.
but I remember I actually went to New Jersey for the event where he said that death is like breathing in and out. Your soul breathing,
Mm.
your soul breathing in, reincarnating into a body, and out, expanding out back into the non-physical, becoming all that is pure bliss and happiness, and then breathing in into your body, reincarnating and exhaling. And that's what soul does. It's like in and out. It's such a
Mm.
beautiful figure of speech. Stayed with me for a while.
So
So
cool.
yeah, that's why I don't, that's why I know, even when I lost my child, I knew that. By the way, that has um accelerated my um passion, like my need, my obsession, in a sense, to read what happens after death, and learning about, like, that's how the first part, actually the second spirituality coming for me was that I lost a child and I was looking for myself. It's how I started with meditations.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
started doing past life regressions. So that was, I wanted to know everything I could. I wanted to speak to my child. I had spiritual experiences when my child did come to me, and my
Mm-hmm.
and spoke to me. So there, it's just it was just a chain of these beautiful things.
Mm.
And I guess the biggest not a takeaway, but like what it came to is me realizing that I have my power, and I've created all of this. And if I did not have that dark situation, I would not be literally sitting here where I am right now speaking about this. Right?
That's
So
100% true. That's what I was gonna say. So
yeah,
you're not afraid of death. It doesn't
not at all.
scare you. It's
Mm-mm.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When you said no one ever really dies, right? You said no one died. No one really dies. That's NERD. Pharrell Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
The band he was in, NERD.
Mm-mm.
No,
No, I'm not a
he
pro.
used to
It's
be.
probably
He
a
used to go
while
to
ago.
Princess Anne High
Really?
School. My friend went to high school with him. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
met him
awesome.
a long time ago. It was actually on my birthday. I was at on Granby Granby Street back when people used to. It
Uh-huh.
was before. I don't remember what year you were here, but anyway, it was a long time ago. I used to wear black and go out on Granby Street. And
I
I
know
told
nothing
I told
about
you
this.
about this on Granby Street. I mean, people still go out on Granby Street, but I'm just saying, back when oh gosh, what was it? Time Lounge. I mean, now I'm really aging myself because I mean, it's no secret I'm 51, but we used to all wear black and go out on Granby Street, and it was just so much fun. And right on the corner now, I think is it Bonchon? Yeah, it's Bonchon
Oh, okay.
on the
Got
corner,
it.
which is
I know.
funny.
I know where it is. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It used to be Time Lounge,
Okay.
and they used to have a little pizza place right next door. Anyway, that's where I met Pharrell. See now you're right. I am gonna keep talking and I'm just gonna digress, and that's what's gonna happen. But anyway, nerd NERD stands for no one ever really dies.
Oh,
I
wow.
wonder if they're into that metaphysics, reincarnation, and all that stuff. I
Interesting.
really need to look into that now because you just made me think of that.
Huh.
But I also agree with you because number one, and I don't know if it's physics. Now I'm just talking out of my ass, but if energy can not be created or destroyed, right? And we are energy, you can't destroy it.
Wow.
So if we die, where
Mhm.
does all that energy go? Is it I mean,
It does not go anywhere. It
exactly.
exists
See what I'm
all
saying?
the time.
So then, right. So reincarnation makes total sense,
Yeah.
right? Because things are constant. Anyway, now we're really getting deep here. But anyway, but the whole point that I was saying is exactly what you were saying, right? So that kind of fueled your desire to do everything that you're doing now. And so it's kind of fueling my desire to really stop and think and what am I really doing with my time, right? What am I doing with my time? Am I using it wisely?
Yes.
Am I ruminating? Is that the right word? Am I ruminating on the things that make any sense? No, I am wasting time on things that matter this much, zero. And I should be spending time with my family, my friends, the people that really matter. And all the other stuff should just be going in one ear and out the other. So that was kind of part of my point. The other part of my point was, yes, I do take on a lot of emotions of people that are around me. So if someone's having a bad day or someone's lost a loved one, yes, I do take on a lot of that. So figure out how to.
So I'm gonna share with you this energetic technique. I'm sure you've heard about it, but I want for you to use it energetically. Actually, I've had to use it myself because I've been going through some changes, and I've been open energetically, and I could see how a lot of energetic other energies were seeking through such a thin veil of my own energy at that time. So I had to do the shielding and the shielding myself. So very simple process for you to use right in the moment. You don't need to like go away or spend 5-15 minutes. Ideally, that's what I would do. But for you, like imagine like a sleeping bag. Imagine a sleeping bag. Imagine putting it on and zipping it all the way up. So you zip your own energy in that sleeping bag.
Like a force field or
something. Invisible sleeping, like invisible. I don't know what else to call it. But imagine just like zipping it up so you are not absorbing anyone else's energy. And you're preserving and shielding yourself until you are ready to come back home and with yourself.
No, that's a good idea. It's really so, speaking on death, funerals can actually be very beautiful because it is literally just remembering someone and like everything that they brought to the world, right? Funerals are hard for me because I don't, first of all, I don't like crying in public and I don't like crying around a bunch of people that I don't know. So, but I do take on all the energy of the people in the room. And so I literally, and I physically manifest it. And so I was bawling a lot yesterday. Like I was just bawling. I couldn't control it. But also because I was upset because the person that passed. And so it happens at every funeral though. Even if I don't know because it's like a loss of life. And then I know somebody there. And so I'm feeling that sadness for them and for the person that I'm thinking about my own. And so that's where, like, again, I don't know if it's empathy. I don't know. It's probably a combination of everything.
The crying?
Yes, but I'm also a very emotional person, so I think that's part of it.
But I have not been to, thankfully, I have not been to any funeral except of my chat.
You've never been to a funeral?
Yes, thankfully.
Not one.
Not one.
Wow.
A lot of my
goodness.
Unfortunately, my grandma passed. Two of my grandma passed. All there are some relatives that have passed in Russia, and I have not and it's different. So I actually don't even know. It's much darker experience in Russia from what I know.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
It's different or Greek Orthodox,
Greek Orthodox.
But also there's different traditions, less it's less of a life celebration. I don't know. Again, you're talking to a person who's never been to a funeral. From my perception, it is a lot gloomier to go to Russian cemeteries than it is in the United States.
Now, all of these, most of the funerals I've been to have been Catholic, Methodist, American funerals, right? I have been to Greek Orthodox funerals too. I've also been to a lot of Jewish funerals, all very different, all very different. Most of them you don't go to the gravesite. Many of them you don't go to the gravesite. The Jewish ones I have gone to the gravesite. A lot of the American, actually, it's been a mix. It's been a mix. It's been a mix. Yes.
So yes, I have lost close people, funerals of which I have not attended, me being United States. And on American side, I have people to which I had to attend. So that is the reason I did not go to America. I can only tell from what I see. So I'm gonna take it as a blessing.
That is a
I
blessing.
know, I know it's never like things will happen, but I'm gonna leave it for then.
Yeah, I can tell you, like when right when COVID was happening, my husband's sister, my sister-in-law, and my mother-in-law both passed that year. It was
Mm-hmm.
21 or
Mm.
2022, I believe, and we could not fly over there, so we had to
Mm.
attend the funerals. That was how we
Wow.
were able to see the funerals, and like that we could not attend. So that was probably the saddest part of that of COVID was people
Not
not
being
being
able.
attending
Mm-hmm.
to attend the funerals of loved ones. But anyway, oh, we can lighten this up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, let's lighten this up because
now we're
it's
both
like
in a lot
right
of deep thought. But
the whole funeral thing.
I was
Like
trying to make like a positive
right, so
out of.
like that's why I kind of like don't want funerals to be part of my energy is because to me funerals I understand your perception like it's celebration of life, but yeah there is that dark energy that is present that I actually don't want near me. So
So
I
right. So
yeah.
let me explain why. So I came to Katya not that long ago after I had done a like a 2 day something. Trying to remember what it was called. But anyway, it was like a 2 day sort of
Retreat.
class or retreat training, something like that. I said, you know what? I am pumped. I am fired up.
Yeah.
I want to do this sort of like death of my old self
Oh my god.
and rebirth of my new, not really a rebirth of my new self, just like a death of my old self. And I literally want
She,
us to wear black clothing and do a
do a
funeral.
party about it.
Not like I'm not like a casket or anything, but like, you know, what maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but like, just put on. I hadn't even thought that far. I just wanted everybody to dress in black, and I wanted to wear. I mean, like wear like a fascinator, and I wanted to hear everybody say nice.
Nice
I wanted to be alive to hear people say nice things about me. But anyway, but like it is. It's really sad that like you know. I mean, I do think at funerals, I do think people are there and they do hear everything, right? Don't
Oh
you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
People are
But
definitely
at
there.
that point, they don't care because they are in such state of bliss and full of
Sure,
love.
sure.
So it doesn't matter what happened on the earth plane at that point.
Well, that's true. Well, now you're
But
getting deep.
she's talking about the
The
this
death of
the
the old
death of
me.
the old me event, and she's so pumped and she's so excited, and she comes to me and say, Katja, let's do this. I wonder, like I'm so like fired up about this, and I go, no, no.
For my what is it? Was it for my birthday party or
For your
something? It was for
birthday
my
or
birthday
sick.
party. I wanted to do something
And I
different.
say no, no,
She said,
don't.
"No, you're inviting
No, don't do that because
stupid,
like you know I understand
the
you
bad
like
spirits or
doing it
something
as
in."
a joke. The whole Halloween, and by the way, this was right around Halloween too, or
Was
it
it?
was like right after Halloween. I feel like that's what
Oh, maybe yeah.
I
Was it
don't remember.
November?
It was a
It might have been
while ago.
November. It was cold out.
However, the point I was making that even the Halloween decorations, the whole symbolism of death that people are displaying, they're not for shits and giggles. And it is a serious thing, even if people
Of course.
do it for fun. It is inviting the darkness, the dark spirits, the dark energies to enter your space, your home. If you're putting decorations of like death into your home, into your front door, you are inviting all of those energies. I'm like I am not joking about energies. It's a real thing. Everything is energy, and I operate everything, business, money, everything is energy for me.
So don't put gravestones and things like
Great,
that.
even pumpkins, because pumpkins
What?
they're the dark spirit occupies a carved pumpkin. So if you carve a pumpkin, such an innocent thing, but you carve a damn pumpkin, the spirit will go in and occupy the pumpkin.
How do you know it's a bad spirit? You don't know.
Because it's a Halloween.
Okay, hold on. So I
You're
have
celebrating the evil.
no, no. But you know how Halloween originated, right?
I do. I do.
The Celtic.
I, there. Yes, there's. I can't remember from the
Is
top
it
of my head, but
Umbrian?
I have read how it originated, but there's a difference between what it had become, and it's two different things.
Right, right. But it
Um,
was to scare. They wore masks to scare away the evil spirits. That's the whole thing.
maybe it was in the beginning, but that is not what it is
Of
now.
course, of course not.
And that's what matters.
Okay.
But let's let us finish the story, right? Like, so I told her, no, do not create a funeral for yourself, because you literally will be um projecting, and not only
My old self.
projecting but celebrating the death of your own self. And under no circumstances, like, I find it fun and exciting idea too, but I also know that there is an energy thing going on, and I not only I want this for you, I don't want this in my space. Like, I don't want to bring any of those energies, because you would be inviting, whether it is the actual death, or death of like a loved one, or death of like an old job, or death of some kind of death, whether it's like an actual thing, or it's a death of a cycle, right? Like, some kind of
But
death
that's what I
will
want.
be
I want
happening,
death of the old
right?
me.
But it's not like that's the problem. Me is the problem. Like, if you were celebrating death of a cycle and it's not me, then it would be making sense, and we would not be celebrating you
Oh,
in a
I see.
casket.
So it could be death of my bad decisions.
Yeah.
It could be death of my bad
Yes.
decision.
Yeah. But if you play it out in a way that it's something outside of you, then it's perfectly fine, because you are
So I could do that
projecting an
here.
intention.
So I could write my bad
Right. Just
decisions in a casket and put them in the
not
casket.
the me,
Got
not
it.
the me, right? Because me is the problem.
Okay.
Just like I'm
So,
gonna do the death of a good girl event about 6 months from now.
oh, she did not steal that idea from me at all. Right.
Well,
No, but
actually,
listen.
not you, but someone else.
Okay, whatever. No, but like, so I still have, so under my doormat, this is kind of funny. We had, because it rains a lot. So I live in Salem, and it rains a lot, Glenwood, Salem. And so I have the old Halloween doormat underneath my regular doormat.
Oh gosh.
And it says, we used it for the Halloween party. It says, sorry, we're dead underneath. But like the little skinks or whatever, actually, they're big. They get like this big, and with their tail, they're like this big. They actually push it out of the way, because they like sleep between the house and the there's like a little crack between the house and the, what do you call it, the front porch, and that's where they sleep. So their tails like push the mats out. So it's like every morning I have to fix it, because it says, half of it says sorry I'm dead or whatever.
Oh my god.
So is that like the the bad omens trying to get out or whatever?
It's not a bad omen trying to get out. No. No. I mean, unless you decide to look at it because you're creating your own reality.
No,
so
I'm
if
not.
you really look at it from that point, then you get a message that is meaningful to you. However,
I'm not. It's literally just so the top mat doesn't get wet.
I would not be having a mat under a mat saying sorry I'm dead
Sorry, we're dead.
In my front door. I would not. I also did one
How about we're dead tired of you trying to sell us solar panels and pest control and all that stuff. That's the whole point, is like, sorry, we're dead. Stop pestering us.
I got you. One day, probably like 10 years ago, I was very much studying runic, Celtic runes, right? And the whole spell thing with the rune. And I went around my house and I put runic signs above each doorway of my house, blocking any negative energies and inviting prosperity.
That. Yeah.
So it's been protected ever since. I don't I rarely will bring the runic magic back into anything that I do. I do that sometimes, but not as often but they work, and it's insane.
So I have like when you walk into my house, you can actually see it, because I've got a little window pane at the top from out. You can see it from outside actually. But I got this cool, like at Hobby Lobby or something. It's like a metal welcome in lowercase, and I heard you're not supposed to do that, because that's welcoming people in, and people may get the wrong idea. Like, you're not supposed to put welcome anywhere outside your house, because then you're welcoming in people that
intention. Okay.
It's intention. Yes.
Can we clarify that none of that matters besides the energy set point that you put into it? So like, it doesn't matter whether you put the the letters or not, you could be inviting all the good things, and you putting out the letters have carried the intention of inviting good people in, and that's what it's gonna attract. And that's what you infused that action of putting the letters out with that energy of welcome. If you are really sitting and projecting on it that bad people's gonna come, then that's exactly what it's gonna be. None of the things matter, right? Like it's always the energetic
just the energy. Yeah, I
that
get that.
you're doing the action with or putting the thing out. Like it's always intention and like projection of your focus. What are you setting this up for? Good things, bad things? Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing things, like, because then that opens up all sorts of possibilities.
I get that. Have you heard? So, one more question, and we'll go on. Have you seen the blue glass on the trees? The blue bottles on the trees. Have you heard of that one?
No. What is
So
that?
it's something. It's oh gosh, I don't want to call it old folklore, but it's like it's supposed to keep evil spirits away, and it's like an old tradition. It's like a southern. I think it's a southern thing too. But have you ever gone past houses and I think it's usually in the front yard.
Okay. Maybe I have,
People
but
have put blue bottles on
this.
trees. Yeah, it's like an old southern thing.
Okay.
It's supposed to keep evil spirits away or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that more because I don't really know much about it, but I've seen it. Like if you drive down,
Yeah,
especially where you are in North
seen it,
Carolina,
but I never
North
really
Carolina,
thought
South
about
Carolina. I
this or
think
knew
it's
about this. Yeah.
I think it's got deep southern roots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, I thought maybe because you might
Yeah,
have
that's
seen
where
it
I
more.
would have seen it, because I don't think I've seen it in Virginia anywhere.
I think I've seen it in Virginia, but not around here. But anyway,
Yeah.
curious if you knew about that. Okay.
No.
All right. Anyway,
this was news. It's so fascinating.
Anyway, it's just all kinds of stuff that pops up like in my feed. But anyway, what else do you want to say about death? Is that it?
Oh gosh, I mean, I could.
I can't
go
believe that
on
blows my mind that you've only been.
Thank you, and I want to keep it that way.
That's fine. That's fine. I could say my daughter, who's 10, has already been to at least 3 or 4. Unfortunately, like that's very unfortunate for her. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I've been to more lately than I care to.
My heart
go to.
breaks for not for my grandma, my favorite grandma, but also she was not great for the past 10 years. So I wasn't, thankfully, it's a blessing in disguise because I avoided seeing her in deteriorated state. So all of my memories are only of childhood and her being happy and her attending to me. So I only carry those good memories with me. And yes, it's sad that she is no longer living, but yet again, me in particular, it's, I know she is there, and and whether she is living physically,
right.
So but that would be the funeral.
It's interesting. So both of my grandfathers passed before I was born. One of them had passed before I was born, and the other one, I think I was very young. I was 1 or 2. Same exact situation repeated itself with Ella. I think she was 2 when my dad passed away, and then my grandmother's one passed away when I was in high school, college. So not same situation, but I mean my mom's still here. But funny how kind of history. Yeah, I guess my point is that what's my point? I don't really have a point on that one. Just that history repeats itself, but also just that I did attend my grandmother's funeral and I don't remember it because I was probably so emotional that.
You know what fascinates is how memory is so not solid. When you don't have pictures of your loved ones, you have this projection of what you think they look like, and it's nothing like what they look like. That's kind of been on my mind a few times during the lifetime, like especially when I lost my baby and I did not have good pictures of my baby.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
I complete like the memory of the baby and what he looked like completely washed out. It's like this vague figure. So I have few pictures from it. And so when I revisit, then I could reconstruct the picture, but our memory is nothing to rely on, and that's part of why I was guided to the photography as a genre altogether is to understand that when we are gone, nothing is there. Like, what is left?
Right. Well, after, like they say, what is it? After 100 years after you die, it's very rare that your legacy continues, because there's like a whole. It's probably more than 100 years, but like if let's say your grandchildren don't remember you, or don't have pictures of you, or whatever, or don't continue to tell your stories, it's very rare that anybody's going to ever know who you are. So yeah, it's, you want to leave a legacy, you want to leave your mark, especially I know what I wanted to tell you about. So did I tell you about the little book that I bought that says I'm dead now what? So I brought it up. Okay, so my friend Tina Maynard does a thing called wine wealth and wills, wine wealth and wills, or something like that. No, it's not just for women. But and then Fallon does her part, which is the wills, and then I brought it. Like I've been to like 2 of them now, I think, maybe 3. But I said, oh, I got this book. So I got this book from Hallmark, and it's like, I'm dead, now what? And you know me, I'm just like, oh my God, I have to get organized, right? Because I'm just like, oh gosh, Stuart's not going to know what to do. When I die, he's going to be like, oh my God, how am I going to pay the bills and stuff? I mean, he pays some of them, but so it's literally a book. It's about this thick, and it is top to bottom, everything you want. I'm not even kidding you. I should have brought it today. I don't even think I did. I just had an idea. I should have brought it today. It is top to bottom, everything you want.
What to think before death? Like what to prepare before death? Is that
no, it's everything. It's literally, it's all your passwords. It's all your accounts. It's social media. It's, this is what I want at my funeral. It's everything. It's your life. It's your entire life in one book. What to do when you die. Because I mean, think about social media.
Yes.
Think about social media, right? They have what are they called? The accounts.
Memorial accounts.
Memorial accounts, but also there's like you assign a beneficiary now to your social media.
Okay, gotcha.
Someone that you trust to manage your account after you pass, right? So there's all that stuff to think about. People, like before we had social media, I mean, we didn't think about that, right? Yeah. When somebody passes, what happens? Oh, kind of creepy. Like somebody could hack into your account.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, and then post like beyond the grave. Here's what
I mean, it's just have so Facebook scary for my dog that passed.
Oh, everybody.
And it is so sad. Every time I see it popping up in my friends, every time I'm so sad.
Okay, here's my question for you. Okay, this is something, speaking of death. I mean, it's like, it's taboo and we don't talk about it. Speaking of death, LinkedIn.
That's not good.
I'm asking a question about death. Because I do LinkedIn classes. And this is not a plug. There's no need to continue a LinkedIn connection once they've passed, right? I removed them. There's no need to, right? This sounds terrible. Facebook, however.
I never think about
See, I think about this stuff. I think about this stuff, okay? Facebook, however, I feel bad, but do you remove a connection after they've passed?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
What if it's somebody from elementary school that you only added because you were trying to get your connections up or something like that, or you felt bad because you added their best friend, and then if they saw that you
sorts of random
but do you know what I'm saying?
Like there's just all sorts of random people.
So
in
if a random
friends
person
list, I don't even know.
You don't even manage it. Okay, I'm just saying you don't even manage it. But okay, well your situation's a little different, right? Okay, I'm asking the wrong person. You're trying to get your numbers.
Just like
you're trying to get your numbers up. I'm trying to get my numbers down.
People just like friend request me, and I have a rule: if it's not a man, because like I will only connect with women because they're my clients, so to say. So I approve them to follow me or be my friend. But like there's so many guys that want to be friends with me, and I was like, I don't fucking know. Why would you? Why would you friend request me? No, I always deny.
I wonder why. Anytime we go anywhere and you walk into a room, all the men are like, "Woo, look at her."
Guess what I'm doing for a living?
The energy,
the dark feminine energy. That's what that does.
Which are also gorgeous, so that helps
that's
as well.
That's part of the dark feminine, also.
Anyway, we're digressing now, but anyway, so I have this
Yeah.
book. It's called "I'm Dead Now What."
Yes.
And I was
what are
talking
you
to my
gonna do
friend.
with that?
I was talking to my friend Danny yesterday. She has it too. She's the only person I know that has it, and we're such nerds. So I bought it for Stuart. He has not even cracked the spine, and I'm like sitting here filling it out, and I'm like, I don't know. I have to come back to it because it's so. I have to think through it because there's so much stuff. But
I
all
don't
that to
want
say,
to think when I'm dead. I don't want to think.
right?
Or
So you
like,
think now when you're alive and you write it down.
I get it. I get the logical point, and I get how like we people need to get our shit together
Right.
for those things. But again,
like Swedish death
I
cleaning. Have you
don't
heard of that? That's a
want-
whole
what is
business.
that?
You've never heard of Swedish death cleaning?
No.
Oh my god, there's a whole business. Like you go.
See, that's how much I'm like.
Look, I have to take your
with
bracelet.
death.
Started the bracelet that you got me starting to itch me. Take it off. Swedish death cleaning is like.
I don't even know how.
I like your claws. I like the color of your claws.
There we go.
Oh god, look, it's like giving me a rash. Swedish death cleaning is like. I mean, death cleaning is. You've heard of death doulas, right? Okay. So it's the same thing. I mean, it's not the same thing. It's totally different, but it has the word death in it. So they come to your house, I guess, and they just help you get your shit organized. And you see, it's like, did you ever watch that show? It was like it's like they take everything out of your house and they put it on the tarps, right? It's buy, sell, or toss.
Yes.
And I'm assuming I've never watched. I'm sure there's like shows about it, but I'm assuming they do the exact same thing with your house.
Right.
But you only keep the essentials and then you get rid of everything else.
Yes. Oh, I can see that.
I'm assuming. So I need to do that with my house now.
What?
Actually, I need to do that with my stuff in your studio right now.
Kill half
She's
of
like,
the stuff.
yes, just throw it all away. So my friend just sold her house and she is buying a new one, or she bought a new one and it's being built. She's moving into a brand new construction house, which I'm so excited for her. But she is of the mindset, and it's funny because we're no, she's not on the cusp. What's right after Capricorn?
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's so funny, but she's just like, I'll just throw it all away, and I'm like, ah. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I just don't have time to like sell it. I don't have time to, unless it's like really high ticket. She goes, I don't have time to take it to the thrift store. I'm like, oh my god, you literally just put it in your trash can and it just gave me like hives. Look, I'm already like, it gave me hives and I don't know like why I'm of this mindset, like because I like worry about landfills and I worry about like I'm all about recycling. I don't know why I have that issue, and everything has value and all this stuff and like, but anyway, all that to say, the death Swedish death cleaning, you get your house ready for when you die. So you're not a hassle and you're not a burden to your family, because that's
I can see when I'm like 90 years old and getting ready to go to hire one of
You're going to look just like this, but with really pretty silvery gray hair. That's exactly what you're going to look like.
No, I'm dyeing my hair, so it's always going to be black.
Oh, okay. No, but I think you would look really good with gray hair. Anyway, but like my mom is 83. My mom will be 83 this year. And she's been doing that, but the problem is she's been giving me all my old shit. I had no idea. She's been stashing all my stuff from when I was little in her attic, and I'm literally every time I'm scared to go home to Richmond because she gives me like tubs and tubs of stuff every time I go home.
Oh my god.
And I'm like
terrified.
And
she has her tubs and tubs of her own.
God.
She's like, what the hell am I gonna do
literally,
with all of that? That's why she's like terrified.
I literally live in a storage closet in my house because of all the stuff that I bought when Party City went out of business. Okay. All my networking stuff is in my house right now. And then, so now I'm living with tubs and tubs of my childhood things that I can't part with because they're memories. Right.
Oh my God. So, I for some reason have like this remembrance that for some reason I need to
Flashback.
share. Yes. So when I was moving from Russia to United States, right, like my entire life was in Russia, and at that time I was obsessed with books, and I had all of my diaries, and I had to bring it all here with me. I feel like I'm in a completely different era or life. Like this was like a past life. Like that's really how it feels because it's so not me anymore. But back then I remember a need to bring my favorite books in Russian, like I read right now. Like, no. Like, I had a need to bring all of
I
my
love books.
favorite
Yeah.
books from Russia to United States, all of my diaries. Well, diaries I understand. But books. So like, and I had like the entire bookcase filled. I think I paid for two extra
Oh my
luggages
God.
filled with books. You imagine how
On
heavy
the
they
plane.
are on the
Yes.
plane
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to take from Russia to United States. Just books. Like, who does stuff like that? I don't
A
now.
lot of
Don't
people that would do
no
that.
those books now. Like, that's why I'm like thinking it's ridiculous now, because all those books been buried in my son's closet. He can't even hang his clothes like in his closet now. Like, I haven't even pulled them out for 10
Bring
years.
them to the thing. Put them
They're in
out.
Russian.
Oh, they're all in Russian.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Okay. Well, do what we
I
did.
have lots of English books too.
Go to IKEA. This is what we're doing in my house right now. Is why my house is like
Do like
shambles.
what my
Do a
mother-in-law,
bookcase,
yeah,
like
she
cover a whole wall with the bookcase. It looks like
hmm,
it'll look like a build-in, and drill it to the wall so it doesn't ever fall on you.
hmm.
Because that's the whole thing with IKEA is there's supposedly they fall on you.
Oh,
Drill it to the wall.
that's right, that's
Do you
right.
have like a white walls in
Yeah.
one of your?
Yes.
Yeah. So just do top floor to ceiling,
Yeah.
the whole wall.
It needs to have, like, if we are using books for that purpose, it needs to have like similar color. Now we're all about the decor and design, you know what I mean? We cannot have different colored book covers everywhere. By the way, I was driving my husband
You can
nuts.
cover them with whatever color
I
you
think
want.
we are redoing our offices. My son wants our office, and we're gonna switch rooms. So I think in the process of switching and redecorating, I think I'm gonna bring all of my books back. And
Did you hear what I said? You can arrange them by color. Like I do rainbow in my rainbow order in my daughter's bedroom. Or
for
you
me,
can put book covers. You can pay
book
someone to put book
yeah,
covers on
book
it
covers probably
and then label them.
is gonna be the thing.
It would look really
With the
pretty.
color, it still might look messy. But again, I'm a visual person. Like, I need to see what I'm working with to like make.
Anyway, but
Anyway, that's our subject of death. So, what are final words?
oh, what do you think? Don't look at my toes.
So, my final thoughts.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid of it.
Get your shit together, Carol. You don't know that. It's from you don't know that quote? I always quote movies to you that you've never seen.
Yes,
Well, now you've seen Mean Girls.
I may have you
No,
that's been quoting me.
It's
That's not where I heard that from.
it's me. It's me. It's definitely me. Get your shit together, Carol is from Bridesmaids. I always quote from Bridesmaids.
Oh, I love
Bridesmaids and Mean Girls. I always quote from those two the most. Get your shit together, Carol, when they're playing tennis.
I got you.
Get your shit together, Katya. I'll say that from now on because you always have your shit together.
I wish, but okay.
Should we call this the unhinged
unhinged podcast
no.
episode?
The what? The what?
Yeah.
What did you call?
Unhinged podcast episode.
Episode. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said we're in the zone.
We are in the zone.
I mean, that's okay too.
So, and the last food for thought that I want to leave our listeners with is that what are things that you are wasting your energy, attention,
yes, that was
time on, that in a big scheme of things, if you were gone tomorrow, why did it even matter? Right? So, like, what are the things that matter, which is spending time with family and creating more memories and just having fun all together, loving life, living life? Or are you gonna remember yourself like working, being a machine, going to the gym,
Yep.
like all that nonsense, like on my to-do list, like, or thinking about what Markella is saying. Oh, this person is maybe thinking this about me and said this. I'm like,
right.
like all of that is noise, and it's not gonna matter if you're gone tomorrow. Like, what are those things that you believe are worthy of your focus and attention moving forward if you were to and before we wrap up, I want to take another moment because I'm part of the mastermind, and I met this beautiful woman who is talking about grieving, and
Mm.
she led us through the experience, which was weird because she literally had us die in our visualization, which is weird. I don't think I would kind of want to go through that kind of visualization.
Who
But
is it?
one thing I took away from it that made me like put me into tears is, who is the person, if you were to be gone tomorrow, who is the person that you need to say goodbye to or finish your business with, so you don't
Oh.
regret so you don't regret unfinished business. I literally cried. I cried because I never asked myself question, who is the person that I still have not
Mm.
finished, that I like maybe carry resentment for,
I see.
or need to like really clear the air, like, so when I go, it is, this chapter is closed and the situation is resolved.
If you knew you were going to die tomorrow, who
Mm-hmm.
would you make amends with, or who
Yes.
would you forgive, or
Yep.
who would you say what was unsaid
Yeah. Yeah.
to?
So, yes.
That's a good
Yes. So,
thing too.
so that is the last
Or what would
piece.
you do? Would you go skydiving, or would you do the
I
thing
like
that
that
you?
too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I have to say that last week, I called a lot of people that I hadn't talked to in a long time, and
Mm.
I just said, "Hey, I just want to tell you I love you and I miss you, and I don't want so much time to pass before
Yeah.
I talk to you again." So I did do that with a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do that more, and I'm gonna do more in person and less text. I don't hate texting. I know it's
She's bad at text
I'm
reply.
terrible because I'm always driving. I feel like I'm always driving. I'm always driving my daughter somewhere.
Same.
I'm always meeting someone. I'm always dropping
Yep.
something off.
Yep.
And so texting is hard for me. Even the talk to text never comes out right because I can't send
Yes.
something spelled wrong.
I know that one.
Talk to text is bad for me because hey,
Yes.
I was like first place in my third grade spelling bee, so I just cannot like represent that way. So if I do talk to text, then it takes me like an hour just to go back and correct everything.
Yeah,
So
same, same.
I'm better. That's why I always call people. I'm better on the phone. Takes less time. Texting could take days and hours to
Yes.
complete the back and forth, and then you're waiting, and then you're looking at your phone, and
I'm
then
a
you're waiting.
texting kind of girl.
I
That's
like
why. That's
texting.
why
I get
it's
it. I
not
get it.
always smooth between Markella and
I get it. But I'm just
I.
not ever sitting down in one place. I'm always in my
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I'm always in my
Well,
car.
I am always in my fucking car too.
Do we both have fucking cars?
Yes.
Like the verb, not the adjective. The verb. I guess I don't have a fucking car.
It would be an interesting
But I'm always in my car.
invention.
I'm always in my car. Anyway,
I'm always in my car too.
but you're better at texting
That's why I
somehow in
have
your
two
car.
phones, because one connects to Bluetooth at my car, and the other one I can talk to text. I literally do my voice
You have 5
noting.
phones, not 2.
Well, two, yeah, yes, but the other phones are it's uncharged somewhere in the back of my like at the bottom of my bag. The two I carry. So one is connected for music to my car, and the other one I literally dictate like my captions or my blogs or
What's
like
in your purse, by the way?
instructions to my employees or whatever. So I am always dictating.
I want to show those shoes on.
No shoes, but
Okay.
we are about to wrap up.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being part of this conversation about death and so many other things, like always, between Markella and I.
Deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
By Katya
deep
and
thoughts.
Markella.
Exactly.
But
So
yes.
don't forget to join us next time. We are back on track, restarting recording about once a month. So we'll see you next time.
I'll see you soon.